Let's review conditional formatting. I believe if you can apply all these types of conditional formatting, you won't be far to be able to format anything. So here I have some tasks and I have a percentage completion. So one of the best way to format this is to use the color scale. So you select all those, you go under conditional formatting, color scale, and if you take the first one, you'll have the red showing the lowest value and green showing the strongest value. The challenge with this is if I put 50% here, for instance, 50% is now the highest value and it shows it in strong green. So it might be what you want. But for this, I'm not really happy because I want 100% to be the highest. So 100% should be in strong green. So what we need to do is we need to select back. We need to go under Manage Rule. And here we edit the rule. And as the lowest value, here we put a number and we say 0 will be my lowest value. And the highest value will be a number as well. And I will put 1 being 100%. So now if I do this, it shows me all the colors a bit more blend. And it's only if I put 100% that it will show it at green. And if I put 0, it will show it at 0. So this is better. Another way to format is to show bars. So it's a Gantt type. You select all your data, you go under conditional formatting, and you use data bars. And here, it shows you a longest bar for the longest percentage. Now we have the same problem. I don't want 60% to be shown as fully completed because I want 100%. So same thing, you go back here, you just manage the rule, you edit the rule, and then you do the same thing. You have a minimum and you want to say my minimum is 0 and my maximum number is 1. And you apply. Another way is to select the tasks that are above average. So you just select everything. You go under conditional formatting. You go top and bottom value and you select above average. And above average, you want to put them in green. And it shows you a pre-selection of colors. If you take green, for instance, works out this way. Now you can select the cells and just apply a default value for the others. Another way is to use the icons. So the icons also, it's very easy. You go under conditional formatting, icon set, and here you can select a set of icons, as the name implies. Now you might not want to see the percentage itself. So in this case, it's easy. You just manage the rules and you edit the rule and you say show icon only. And it will not show you the number. So this is a good quick way, and obviously you can use all types of icon. For instance, I can use, you might like this one. So there's either 4 or 5. Some that can be useful is the flag only. So if you don't want to show this, you can just say that you don't want the icon, or you can just apply the white font to it. The other way is to do the hard coding yourself. In other words, you have a look at the cell value, conditional formatting, new rule, and format only cells that contain, for instance. And here you can say equal, between, less than. So here, for instance, I say greater than 0.5, which is 50%. And here I want to have, let's say, green, something green. Now, what I want to do instead is, instead of hard coding the 50%, if you want to use the 50% from another field instead, you select it all, conditional formatting, new rule, format only cell that contains, and here you put, for instance, greater than, and instead of putting the percentage here, you just refer to this field here. So here I'm just going to do green again. That's it. And now if I change this, if I say 80%, those two disappear. So that's another way to do it. If I put 10%, almost everything is done. So now we have a look at conditional formatting based on another field. So now instead of formatting this, I want to format this. So how do we do this? Same thing, we select everything. Oh, actually, for this time, I'm going to do it differently. I'm just going to select this field here. I'm going to show you how it works. So, a new rule, and use a formula to determine which cells to format. So, in this case, I'm just going to click on this. And the formula that I'm going to use is the field here. And I click on the field is greater than 50%. I was just going to put 0.5. It's easier for me to explain. And then I put format. And I'm just going to put this green again. So here there's nothing. And if I do 60 here, it formats this field. Now, if I copy the format from this, so you can use the format painter for conditional formatting as well. If I copy this across, it shows everything green. And if I just put 40% here, it just shows nothing green. And the reason is because it's always referring to the same field. So therefore, when we have 60%, all the other fields refer to the 60%. Instead, each field should be referring to the cell on its right. So if I just select everything now, go into conditional formatting, I manage the rules, and here I can see that there is the $2 here. So if I remove $1 here, it will take each individual field this way. Now, something that you can do is once you format one and it's formatted, you go into manage a rule. Here you select the range to which you want to apply that formatting instead. So you can just play around with one, and then you can apply it to a greater range here. Now, the last scenario is multiple criteria, which is something in a way that we have done here. But here I want to use the AND function this time. So here I want to turn on and off the conditional formatting, and I also have a threshold. So I'm just going to select those fields, conditional formatting, a new rule. I'm just going to use the formula as well. And this time I'm going to have an AND. So the first AND will be the value without the $, so I'm removing it this way, to be greater than this. And the second criteria will be that this value here is equal to yes. Then I will be doing my formatting. Let's see if it works. So 50% and yes. Now if I put no, it stops the formatting. If I put yes and I put 70%, it only formats this one, so it works. So here you have a good summary. Have a play with it, and I'm sure you can have your favorite way to do the conditional formatting yourself.